8-16 or 10-14. That's you're 4-22 in your last 26 games.
Riz,
this is a sample size of 2 years.
Riz, I'm not saying to not fire Stefanski. I'm saying fire every.
Shedeur moves up a notch, and Shedeur's fans get hungrier to see him.
Tony, Shedeur also will get something he hasn't gotten. That's real reps in practice.
Yeah. We won't see him. But, if Gabriel was getting them with Flacco, the number one quarterback, it stands to reason Shedeur will get some. So everyone got what they want, and you just think back of that training camp, and we said how stupid this was, and they're pretty much confirming it.
The city of Cleveland is restless. The fans are tired. And after that humiliating loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the noise has reached a breaking point. For weeks, Tony Grossi has stood behind Dillon Gabriel like a shield, protecting him from the critics and painting him as the Browns' future. But on this Sunday, that wall of protection finally cracked. Because what the entire world witnessed was not a young quarterback ready to lead a franchise. It was a reminder that hype doesn't win games. Performance does.
Dillon Gabriel is not the answer right now for the Cleveland Browns. It's time to give Shedeur Sanders, number 12, a chance to see what he can do in the NFL. Because once Shedeur Sanders gets them keys and he performs, Dillon Gabriel is not going to see that field no more. And what does Tony Grossi got to say now?
The scoreboard said it all, 23-9. Pittsburgh dominated from start to finish. Gabriel couldn't move the ball, couldn't connect downfield, and couldn't handle the pressure. Cleveland fans, once hopeful, sat in silence as another winnable game slipped away. And in the middle of it all, Tony Grossi's words that Gabriel was more NFL ready than Shedeur Sanders suddenly felt like a bad joke. Because if this is what ready looks like, then the Browns might as well hand the keys to someone who can actually drive. Before we go deeper into this meltdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps keep this content going, and trust me, what's coming next about the Browns' quarterback drama, you don't want to miss it.
There's no way that you can protect Dillon Gabriel from Shedeur Sanders no more. So you can't speak about Dillon Gabriel no more, talking about Dillon Gabriel is ready, more ready than Shedeur Sanders to play on an NFL football field. Now, today, Dillon Gabriel threw the ball 52 times. He was 29 of 52 for 221 yards, averaging 4 yards per reception. He was sacked 16 times and sacked 6 times and lost 38 yards in them sacks.
Let's talk facts. Dillon Gabriel threw the ball 52 times. 52! And still only managed 221 yards. That's just 4 yards per attempt. He was sacked 6 times, fumbled once, and finished with a QB rating of 63.3. These are not the numbers of a quarterback who commands an NFL offense. These are the numbers of a player overwhelmed, outpaced, and outplayed. And when the host of the Simply Ball-Dropping podcast broke it all down, he didn't hold back. Tony Grossi can't protect Dillon Gabriel no more, he said. The numbers don't lie.
Man, it's like the same thing, different week, just different opponent, right? Like every aspect of this offense from top to bottom is horrific. Whether you want to talk about the play calling, the scheme itself, it looks like different quarterbacks, same old, same old. Dillon Gabriel put some balls on the dime. Some throws was absolutely horrific. Then you had other throws that were great throws that ended up being drops. If you had a big play and ended up coming back for a penalty, it just seemed like, damn, what the hell was that on the goal line?
It wasn't just bad luck or bad play calling. It was bad execution. Gabriel's timing with receivers was off all afternoon. He missed Jeudy twice on open routes that could have changed the game. One throw hit Harold Fannin Jr. straight in the helmet. Another was so off target it looked like a miscommunication drill gone wrong. Even short throws out of the backfield, passes that are supposed to be automatic, looked shaky and late. If the Browns' offense was supposed to run through Gabriel, then Pittsburgh just proved it can't. And this is where the comparison to Shedeur Sanders becomes impossible to ignore, because in practice, everyone around the Browns has seen what Shedeur brings: accuracy, calmness, command. Jerry Jeudy himself said that Shedeur throws one of the best balls in the NFL. Myles Garrett has praised his leadership and confidence. Even veteran tight end David Njoku has spoken up about his arm talent. These aren't casual compliments. These are veterans recognizing real talent, something that can't be hidden behind coaching decisions or radio narratives. Meanwhile, Tony Grossi continues to double down. On his radio segments, he's told listeners that Gabriel just needs more time, that this offense will open up. But how long can Cleveland keep waiting? Fans are already losing patience. 2 straight games, both filled with missed opportunities, both ending the same way, with excuses. And it's becoming clear that this isn't just about talent anymore. It's about pride. Grossi has spent months defending his take, and now he's being proven wrong in front of the entire football world. The Browns' offensive system under Kevin Stefanski isn't doing Gabriel any favors either. The checkdowns, the safe passes, the predictable rhythm, it's all too cautious. Defenses have figured it out. The Steelers didn't even blitz heavily, and still they got to Gabriel 6 times. That's not pressure, that's domination. And if the Browns can't stretch the field, they'll keep watching teams crowd the box, shut down the run, and dare Gabriel to throw deep, which at this point looks like his biggest weakness. But what makes this all sting for Cleveland fans is that the answer might already be sitting on the sideline wearing number 12. Shedeur Sanders hasn't even taken a regular season snap yet, but the excitement around him is unmatched. Every video clip from practice goes viral. Every pass he throws in scrimmage sparks discussion. There's something different about the way he commands the field, that balance of poise and aggression that great quarterbacks have. And the more Gabriel struggles, the louder those chants for Shedeur become. Let's not forget how this started. In preseason, when Shedeur got sacked 5 times against the Rams, Grossi mocked him. He said he held the ball too long, he wasn't ready for the NFL speed. But here's the reality check. Gabriel has been sacked even more with a better offensive line, and no one is calling him out. That's hypocrisy at its finest, because when the same mistakes come from the player you hyped up, suddenly it's not his fault, it's the system's. But when it's Shedeur, it's inexperience. That double standard is exactly what fans are tired of. And that's why this latest Steelers loss feels so important. It's not just another game, it's the breaking point. You can feel it in the fan base. The frustration, the disbelief, the sense that Cleveland is wasting precious time trying to justify a decision that doesn't make sense anymore. The locker room knows it too. Reports say that some defensive players have privately voiced that Sanders gives them the best chance to win. When your defense starts losing faith in the offense, you're headed for disaster. There's a line in the podcast that perfectly sums this up. Dillon Gabriel is not the answer right now for the Cleveland Browns. It's time to give Shedeur Sanders a chance. That's not just opinion, it's the truth spoken out loud. Because if Gabriel can't produce against mid-level defenses like Pittsburgh and Minnesota, what's going to happen when he faces elite pass rushers or top-tier secondaries? The Browns can't afford to find out the hard way. They've been down this road too many times before. Now you can sense a shift happening within the media, too. Reporters who once doubted Shedeur are changing their tone. Even Mary Kay Cabot, one of the more critical voices early on, has admitted that Sanders is looking spectacular in practice. The throws are sharper, the reads are faster, and the chemistry with the receivers is building. The locker room buzz is real. And as the fan chants grow louder, Stefanski will have to make a decision. Keep defending the old plan or embrace the future. If there's one thing Cleveland fans know, it's loyalty. They've stuck through heartbreak after heartbreak, hoping for that one quarterback who can finally change everything. And for a moment, people believed Dillon Gabriel might be that guy. But belief doesn't move chains. Performance does. Leadership does. And that's where Shedeur Sanders separates himself. his poise under pressure, his work ethic, and the quiet confidence that mirrors his father's legendary drive. All of it points toward a player ready to rewrite the narrative in Cleveland. Tony Grossi can keep talking. He can keep spinning the story, defending Gabriel or questioning Sanders' readiness, but fans aren't buying it anymore. They've seen the difference. They've seen what happens when hype meets the field, and now they're demanding a change. Because, at this point, protecting Dillon Gabriel isn't just protecting a player, it's protecting a mistake, and Cleveland has made too many of those already. The truth is simple. Shedeur Sanders deserves his shot. Let him lead. Let him throw. Let him show the NFL what he's capable of. Because the moment he steps onto that field, the energy in Cleveland will shift. The team will believe again. And all those critics who doubted him, from Tony Grossi to every talk show host that wrote him off, they'll have to face the fact that they were wrong. So as the dust settles from this Pittsburgh loss, the Browns are standing at a crossroads. They can stay loyal to a narrative that's falling apart, or they can take a chance on the quarterback who's earned his respect the hard way, through preparation, patience, and performance. Either way, the fans are watching, the locker room is watching, and one thing's for sure, Tony Grossi can't protect Dillon Gabriel anymore. Shedeur Sanders isn't just knocking on the door, he's ready to kick it open. Cleveland, the choice is yours. Do you want to stay stuck in mediocrity, or do you want to see what the future really looks like? Thanks for watching, and remember, hit that like button, share this with every Browns fan you know, and let's keep the conversation going, because the truth can't be hidden forever.